Hello everyone and welcome back to Mount Moon TCG. Today's match we're looking at the 2017 Worlds format where we have the Masters Champion Infinite Force going against Pokemon EX Ho-Oh Salazzle.
Homebrew.
A homebrew. Yeah, this I think was, I don't know where you got this list from.
It's a combination.
Okay, a combination of homebrew.
Mm-hmm.
So big thing to remember, 2017 you can play supporter going first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we have Chris on the right, of course, because you love Pokemon.
Yeah.
And me on the left playing Gardevoir because I love Gardevoir, I guess.
And I'm going to take a quick turn here. I'm going to bench a Ho-Oh GX and play my supporter Kiawe. Search the deck for 4 fire energies and attach them to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle the deck. Your turn ends. So it's a great way to, going first, use that supporter because I can't attack anyway.
Right.
And I fully power up my Ho-Oh GX, which does 180 for 4 energy, and it can't attack next turn. Or it does 50 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So this is a very quick deck I'm playing. Try to take as many prizes as quickly as possible.
Yeah, could you imagine? I don't think you could play this deck in today's rules. It's like, okay, I'm just going to sit here with this Kiawe and wait until next turn. 2 turns in a row I can't attack.
Yeah.
Disgusting. So me, however, I have an Ultra Ball. I discard a Curly and another Ultra Ball, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I'm getting Tapu Lele.
But you started with a Tapu Lele Hunter.
Yes, I can't use the ability when it's just sitting there. I have to put it on the bench. But yeah, Ultra Ball, get the Tapu Lele, use the Wonder Tag ability, you put it from your hand onto the bench to search for a support card, search for Bridget. Bridget allows me to get either 1 basic Pokemon EX or 3 basic Pokemon, except for Pokemon EX. Yeah. Very important wording. And put them on my bench. So if I wanted to, I could grab 3 Tapu Lele GX.
If you really wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, but because the important thing is, they're not EXs.
Yes.
Bridget was broken.
Yes. Nowadays we have, it talks about rule box versus non-rule box Pokemon. That's the distinguishing factor. This was just categories from one era to the next.
Yeah, and it could show you how long the Pokemon trading card game has come since then, because now they were smart, and it's probably one of the best changes they made to the trading card game by saying rule box Pokemon.
Yeah, so that way we don't have these weird interactions with old cards.
Yeah, like could you imagine if, I don't know, I'm trying to imagine something now that would be broken now if it had like the old school kind of wording.
Oh, well, we have stuff like Bridget nowadays.
I'm trying to think of something here.
Arizu, I think is. Oh no, she searches for evolutions.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe if like Melanie, for example, just sent you can attach to any rule box Pokemon, that would be different.
Yeah. Yes, it's very different.
That would make Melanie broken.
Yes.
But of course, man, I wish they made Melanie like that. Man, I'm playing Blastoise coming up.
Yeah.
It makes me sad now. But anyhow, you know what we mean.
You were considering grabbing the Diancie, but I don't think you had a way to retreat. And then Diancie just says, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So it's a way to get a Curlia right away.
Exactly. Get 2 Ralts and a Remoraid. And I'm sitting on 2 Rare Candy, a Gardevoir, and an Energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, go for it. I got nothing.
And somehow I drew an Energy, even though I just took 4 out of the deck. Attached to the active, and then attach a Choice Band, which does 30 more damage to Pokemon EX and GX, and then I'm going to play Shaman EX and use the ability set up to draw until I have 6 cards in hand.
They would learn very quickly on that Shaman was broken.
Yes, there was no limit to the number of Shaman EXs you could play in a turn, by the way.
Correct. They fixed that with the Dene GX.
And Crobat, yeah.
And Crobat V, because they were like, yeah, we don't want you to play 3 or 4 of these guys. And Shaman was broken too for the fact that it was in the Mega Rayquaza.
Yes, yeah, where you could have 8 bench spaces and stuff like that.
Yep, so that was a quick way to do more damage with Rayquaza.
And then I'm going to play a Max Elixir, look at the top 6 cards of your deck, attach a basic energy card you find there to any of your bench basic Pokemon, then shuffle the others back in your deck. I didn't find any. But I also played a Supporter for Turn Guzma's. Switch one of your opponent's active or bench Pokemon with their active, and you do the same. And I'm going to overkill this Ralts with a Phoenix Burn.
Yeah. Essentially, Guzma is an escape rope, but you choose what they bring up.
Yeah. It's a cross switchers now.
Yeah, cross switcher.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I do. I rare candy into Gardevoir. Of course, Gardevoir has Secret Spring, where you can attach a Fairy Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon once during your turn. Infinite Force, 30 times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon.
Which I had 4, so it did 150 instead of, 90.
Yeah.
Alright, I put another Max Elixir, and I attach to the Turtonator GX on the bench. Now I can't attack with the Ho-Oh this turn because I use Phoenix Burn.
Yeah, so you have to find some way to retreat it into the Turtonator.
Yeah, the Ho-Oh has 2 retreat costs, so it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it can be a little annoying.
And the Turtonator has the GX deck, which allows me to reattach energies from my discard pile to my Pokemon. So, and I have a Super Rod in hand. I can just shuffle them back in right now if I want.
You could. Yes, bring up the Shaman. Aww. But buddy.
Oh, the Ho just says you can't use Phoenix Burn next turn. So I could have used Sacred Fire, but that doesn't knock anything out, and you would just knock out the Ho.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm going to attach a Choice Band. And let's see. Ultra Ball, 2 fires away. That's fine. I got Super Rod.
Right. The Choice Band does 30 more to your opponent's GX.
Yep. Or EX.
Or EX.
So yeah.
Rule Box Pokemon!
So I Ultra Balled for a Lele, and then with Super Rod, and now play the Lele to search for a supporter. And Professor Sycamore sounds good. Yep.
Yeah, that even works.
Now, no downside to just drawing 7 cards.
I mean, you discard your hand, but...
I did that already.
Yeah, pretty much essentially, yeah. And do we see it? Do we see it?
Kind
High
of.
five! Yeah, kind of on camera, yes.
It was pretty weak.
That's okay.
We didn't want to bump the camera or anything.
Or the table, or...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's custom when your opponent has a 0 card hand and they Sycamore and they go, yay, high five.
Okay, so we got another Ultra Ball. Get rid of an extra Ho-Oh. You really only need 1 for this deck, because you can really only power up 1 per game.
Yeah. And you also discard the Sudowoodo.
Oh, yeah.
Which says that your opponent can only have 4 bench Pokemon.
Yes.
So a little annoying.
Yeah, it's counter to Mega Ray, essentially.
Right, but also if they have 5 already and you bench Sudowoodo, then they have to discard until
Yeah.
it's 4.
And it can stop them from playing their own Lele or something like that.
Yeah.
So I Ultra Ball for a Salandit, and then I'm going to Bright Flame for 190 damage with the Choice Band and discard 2 energy attached to Turtonator GX, which also reduces your damage now with the Gardevoir.
Yay! So I think I'm gonna do my own little fun play here.
Yeah, you top deck the Ultra Ball, or it was from a prize or something like that.
Yeah, I ended up getting Ultra Ball, a Kirlia, and Rare Candy. I'm like, this is fine. Just hopefully my Tapu Lele's in there.
So you decided not to grab the Octillery? You didn't have any cards in your hand. You would have drew 5.
But with Sycamore, I can draw 7.
Yeah, but now you have 3 Leles on your bench.
Lele can attack. You have energy on your Pokemon.
But you're playing a Gardevoir deck, Hunter.
I know. It's... I don't know. I felt like if I Sycamored, I get 7, I could somehow get an Octillery and draw more cards.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's an Ultra Ball, so that's an Octillery. And lots of... Is that 2 double colorless?
2 double colorless and a Wonder, yeah. That Wonder I cannot attach with the Gardevoir, which is annoying.
Yeah, because it's Not a fairy energy until it's attached to a Pokemon.
Yep.
So you're currently doing 60. You haven't attached yet.
Yep. It would be 120 with the double colorless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that gets me up to 2-shot range. You can't one-shot me because they have 190 HP, not 180. Even if you got another fairy energy and the choice band.
Yep, and I think here I get the artillery. Or do I think of something else?
Well, you could have grabbed a Ralts because you had a Sycamore for next turn already.
Yeah. I probably should have grabbed the Ralts here, but I think I had too much tunnel vision on the artillery.
Yeah.
I love it's got the attack name called Hug.
Yep.
Let me give you a hug.
Should be like Constrict or something like that, or...
No, but Hug is so PG.
Yes, it is.
And of course, Artillery's got Abyssal Hand, draw tail 5. And I get so lucky off this. Because remember when you said I should have taken a Ralts? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because...
Otherwise, there's no way you would have had a Gardevoir next turn.
Yeah, Gardevoir's going to be bye-bye after this turn. Probably should have got the Ralts, but... yeah, that was a misplay. I got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Such a pretty Ralts.
Yeah, that's pretty happy. Just in the flower fields.
Yep. I'm like, can I attach Wander?
Nope.
It just prevents effects of opponents' attacks done to that Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. So it prevents special conditions, essentially.
Yeah, I thought there was something else that was kind of running around at this time that was big. I'm not sure what it was.
I can't think about the top of my head. Okay, so I attach to the active, so I can Shell Trap this turn. The Shell Trap does 20 damage, and then during your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, it put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. It's a good counterattack kind of thing.
Yeah, the Shell Trap, the 20, plus the 30 from the Choice Band would be 50 damage.
It's not quite enough.
It's not quite enough. I can't remember how much the Gardevoir had.
Oh wait, no, it's 50.
It's
no, it isn't enough, because Gardevoir has 230.
Is it 230?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have had to find a Volcanion EX this turn to steam up once. But yeah, I'm going to Lele. And I think I just need more cards again.
Is that what that was, that card that's kind of weighted out?
Yes, it's the top of Lele. I had it in my hand.
Yeah, we do apologize. Sometimes the lighting is very not to our benefit.
Oh yeah, the Volcanion in my hand, but didn't need to play it.
Do you play Volcanion at all in this game?
Possibly.
Well, while we're talking about Volcanion, it does... You discard an energy from your hand, and your basic Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage.
Yes. Yeah, it's a way to boost the Ho-Oh GX's attack power to hit those 210 numbers or 240 if it's necessary for, Gardevoirs, something like that. Okay, and I found a Salazzle GX to evolve into on the bench. It says attack does 50 damage for each prize card you have taken for 2 energy. All the attacks are 2 energy. Or just 110 for 2. But yeah, I'm going to Shell Trap for the knockout. And set a little trap of my own.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
So yeah, you have the double colorless in hand already, and that is enough to knock me out. It's 80 plus 120. Yep, that's enough.
Yeah, and I love how I top deck a Sycamore too.
You had one in your hand already.
Yeah, and I top decked one off that because you'll see. There it is. Yeah, Sycamores for days.
I think that was your last rare candy.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, jeez.
And you're like, of course you get the rare candy Gardevoir. Yeah, because the first time when I played Gardevoir for the channel, was one of our first videos. I did not have the most fun time with Gardevoir.
No.
Even playing it back then, I had no fun with Gardevoir. And then I went, oh, I just sucked. I just don't know how to play. And this is where my hatred of Stage 2 decks came from.
I think that initial video we did, you might have prized 2 Gardevoirs or something like that. You got really unlucky with it.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Play Rescue Stretcher here. You can either put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or what I did, shuffle 3 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck.
Mm-hmm. And it's not up to 3 Pokemon. If there's 3 Pokemon in there, you have to shuffle 3.
Yep. This was kind of there was a lot of cards that just said do 3 or do 2. It wasn't up to. Mm-hmm. That was kind of a newer thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, and at this time there was Rescue Stretcher and Super Rod, so you saw a combination of players playing both. Some of one, some of the other. But, Rescue Stretchering for the Tapu Lele was usually pretty good. Late game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I'll attack. Knock it out. And your Shell Trap does damage to me.
It does.
Annoying.
Okay, so I've got a Choice Band on it. There's the Volcaniac Steam Up.
There, yep.
And the important thing with the Volcaniac, it's only basic fire Pokemon it improves the damage to.
Correct, so you can't boost the Salazzle's damage. Or Tapu Lele's damage.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or Shaman.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could boost the Tapu Lele's, but it's okay. My fire Pokemon can take it.
Yeah, your fire Pokemon do enough damage.
And I have the Sycamore again, discarding 2 VS Seekers. I don't think we've talked about VS Seeker at all, because it's
one of the best cards from this era, and we haven't talked about it.
It's an item card, and it just says put a supporter card from your disc pile into your hand.
Yeah,
and it's like
it's actually a reprint card.
It is, yes.
Yeah, because it was
Fire Red Leaf Green was originally, I believe.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
What do I know? We're kind of a Pokemon history YouTube channel almost, and I don't know what set things are from.
Now I'm just trying to get I Sycamored to get the fire energy on the Salazzle, which I did. And I played a Float Stone onto my Volcanion, because that's got the biggest retreat cost. And then I Ultra Balled away a baby Volcanion and a Salandit, I believe, or something I didn't need.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to thin my hand out in case you end me.
Yeah, thinning is winning.
Because I'm going down to 1 prize card. And yep, so Sacred Fire is 50, 80 with the Choice Band, and then 110 with the Steam Up, plus the 80 is enough to knock you out.
It's a trap, and I fell for it.
And I see you have that Acerola in your hand ready to go.
Yeah, I think I drew it off the
prizes?
No, it was either the Artillery or... I think I drew it off the Artillery.
Oh, okay.
I think it was that and the Hexmaniac.
Yeah, so the Acerola is just pick up a damaged Pokemon and all cards attached to it. It's pretty good with the Gardevoir even, because you don't play the Max Potion in this format, or in this version.
No, I don't. Kind of like the Max Potion variant, but that's just me. So yeah, I do have N in hand.
Yes.
Do I play it?
And you have the knockout with Gardevoir.
I do. But do I play the N? Do I do the smart thing? Or am I setting the audience up for disappointment? And Tim to go, what were you thinking in that video?
I mean, what else can you do? I think you have Uzma in hand, but that doesn't help you.
Field Blower.
Sure, that always is helpful.
Yep.
Yeah, so attach the extra energy first. You also have Hexmaniac, but...
yeah, it's a little bit too late for Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Hexmaniac is you get rid of abilities for till the end of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah.
Field Blower gets rid of 2 in any combination of Pokemon tool cards and stadiums, and there's the end.
Yeah. The dreaded end to 1.
Yep. So yeah. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. A little similar to Iono currently, but Iono is shuffle your hand, put on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
But you draw for a card for each prize card.
Yeah, it's the same amount of drawing, it's just where the cards go.
Yep, so I just have to hope you don't get an energy.
Yeah, there's a few in the deck. I think I took one off the prizes, so the N was definitely the right choice.
Look at that hand.
Three
Three supporters and a VS Seeker.
Choice man. Ah, sure it went.
Yeah, that works. So yeah, I will take 2 prizes here for sure, but now it's do you have the answer? Acerola, Sycamore, X-Maniac.
Yeah, so I pretty much have to one-shot the Gardevoir or lose my something up.
You don't even want to look at your card?
Nope.
You're that confident.
Yep.
You're that arrogant. Yeah, you are. That's fine. Oh,
perfect hand, Hunter. Good job. Good cut.
Yeah, I have that habit of doing that.
So the Diabolical Claws does 50 times 5 because I've taken 5 prize cards. 250 is enough to knock out the Gardevoir.
And a cameo from my head. Yeah, I just throw it away because I'm like, that's dumb. For 2 energy, it's like, that's dumb.
Yes. Well, that's the whole point of the deck. It's Ho-Oh first, Salazzle to finish.
Yeah, around this time I hated fire, and you're the reason why.
Yes. Very much so.
But that's fine. I've kind of gotten over it a little bit. As you see my eye twitching. Anyhow, that will do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be sure to join us for some awesome perks from here at Mount Moon TCG.